Hi, it's Chef Mike with Tupperware, and today I'm going to spotlight one of my favorite products, our new MicroPro Grill. This is a grill for the microwave, and notice it's made of metal, and it goes against everything we were ever taught that you're not supposed to put metal in the microwave, but you can. And not only can you put the metal in the microwave, it grills chicken, steak, fish, and it browns crispy, crusty, yummy, melty, gooey, cheesy sandwiches. I'm going to make a smoked Gouda and Pear Panini for you and prove how amazing this product is. So for a smoked Gouda panini, we need some smoked Gouda. And I'm going to use the Grate Master shredder, which comes with this suction base. And then we've got the hopper that simply slides in place. There are two cones that come with this. There's a coarse shredder that I'm going to use today because I want bigger shreds of cheese. And there's also a finer cone if you wanted to shred Parmesan or something for pasta. So you simply place the cone inside. You attach the handle and just turn this like a key, and then it's attached. And then to secure it to your countertop, you simply turn this handle until it's locked, and as you see, it's not going to go anywhere. All right, I've got some nice smoked Gouda, and I've already cut it into pieces. So you simply put the cheese into the hopper, press down from the top, and watch how quickly and easily you now have shredded cheese. And that should be enough for right now. So we've got the cheese part. Now we need the pear. And to slice the pear, I'm going to use our Mandoline. Now, the Mandoline is a very dangerous piece of equipment, and I won't kid you, because you need to understand and respect a dangerous product so that you'll use it correctly and not be hurt. As you can see, I can slide my hand back and forth over this because the blade is not exposed, because it's locked. And then, depending upon how thick you want your slices, you simply turn the dial, and that will open the slicing blade. So I'm going to put this on about a 3 and just test it to see if that's going to be thin enough for our paninis. Now, the most important safety feature of the Mandoline is the guard. And as you see, my fingers are surrounded by hard plastic, so therefore I'm not going to be adding anything extra to my recipe. Always use the guard. And then you simply place the guard on top of whatever you're going to slice, press down, and then it locks into place. And now I can start slicing my pear. Check and see. That's a little bit thick. So I'm going to dial this back just a little bit, and now we'll make some thinner slices. There we go. All right, now it's simply a matter of assembling our sandwich. So I'm going to take some hearty bread. It doesn't have to be multi-grain. I mean, use whatever you like, but ideally you do not want thinly sliced bread because it doesn't do as well. I've got a nice sourdough, so I'm going to take a piece of my sourdough bread and some of my shredded Gouda, just a little bit on the bottom, and then I'm going to take my pear slices and top those with some more of the cheese. And you can use any cheese you want. You could do pear and gorgonzola. You could do apple and cheddar. I mean, it's really up to you. If you're not a big fruit and cheese person, do just cheese. That's perfectly fine as well. All right, now I'm going to take my other slice of bread, place it on top. And the beauty of the MicroPro Grill is that the interior is completely non-stick, so you don't need to use any butter or oil. But I like to get the extra browning, and instead of butter, which is all those extra calories, I use an olive oil spray. This is not the cooking spray, the non-stick stuff that you buy. This is actually basically aerosol olive oil. So I'm going to give it just a little spritz on one side, turn it over, and spritz the other side, and that's it. Now, the way the MicroPro works is, yes, it is a grill, and depending upon how the top is turned, that will determine the cooking result you're going to get. Let me explain as well. Because this is metal, the microwaves cannot get in, so the food is not being cooked by microwaves. It's not being nuked because the metal prevents the microwaves from getting inside. What we have is inside the cover and inside the base is a metal plate, And that plate is very attractive to microwave energy, and it converts the microwaves into thermal heat. So the grill heats up to 425 degrees in only 2 minutes, and it maintains that temperature no matter how long you're cooking in the microwave. So there's no runaway heat. Now, to get grilling, you would put the cover directly in contact with the food. That's where you're going to get the browning from the top and the bottom. But if you give the handle a quarter turn, you'll notice that the cover is now flush. That's known as casserole position. So that's if you're going to do something like a baked ziti or a really nice baked mac and cheese with that crunchy breadcrumb topping. Because the cover is acting like a toaster oven, you're getting the heat from above, so you'll get that top browning, but you're not going to have any burning because it's not in direct contact. But I'm grilling, so I want it in direct contact with the food. And now I'm going to put this in the microwave for 4 minutes. And in 4 minutes, you're going to be astounded at what you're going to begin to see. Now, because of this, they're called susceptors. That's your $1.50 word for the day. Those are the metal plates that actually heat up inside the grill. The top susceptor tends to brown a little bit less than the bottom. So after 4 minutes, I'm going to check and see how brown my panini is. Then I'm going to flip it over and maybe put it in for another minute or so just so that it's evenly browned. But you are not going to believe this. Okay, our 4 minutes is up. Let's see how our panini's doing. And notice that the handles are perfectly cool to the touch. I don't need oven mitts. Now the inside is a different story, so don't reach in there with a bare hand. Okay, we're going to remove the cover. And it doesn't look like a lot of browning has happened, so we're going to give it a flip. And we're getting there, but I can tell that it needs a little bit more. And everyone's microwave is different, just like everyone's conventional oven is different. So depending upon the wattage of your microwave, you may have to up or reduce the time. So I'm going to put it back in for another, we'll say, 1.5 minutes. Okay, our 1.5 minutes is up. Let's take a look. Again, notice how easily I can remove this because it's not hot. Take off the cover. Ah, there we go. Now we've got some nice browned, crusty, crispy bread. Unheard of in a microwave, right? You know what microwaves usually do to baked goods. But I want you to listen to this sound that I'm about to make. Ready? You hear that crunch? That doesn't usually happen with microwave baked goods, but it's possible with the MicroPro Grill. And as you see, we've got nice melty cheese inside. And the pear is not soft, but it's also not going to crunch. So I'm simply going to plate this up. And that would make a fabulous snack, or you could cut it into smaller pieces and serve that as an hors d'oeuvre, or let your kids have a great snack after school. So that's it for our smoked Gouda and Pear Panini. Thank you again. If you have any questions about the MicroPro Grill or the recipe, absolutely contact me at my website. Thanks.